Hello everyone, myself Madhuri, Associate Professor, Department of Law, Padmavati University. Today we have another topic, another chapter we have in a contract sectors, discharge of contracts. A verbal agreement or a written agreement, particularly one concerning business deals or a tenure which has been planned to enforce by law, can be called as a contract. A contract, at least we can say a guarantee, this is enforceable by the law. A guarantee or the promise might be an accomplish something or shall accomplish something, and which can be taken according to the particular contract. A contract of an agreement requires common consent, at least of two people, one of them usually making proposition, and at the same time another is accepting the particular contract. Sometimes we can go for a discharge of a contract which can be characterized at the end of the agreement or an arrangement made by the couple of parties which results the failure of performing or a paying of an obligations referred. In the hours of a making of a particular contract also can be taken. Different methods also we have in a discharge of contracts. We can see one is a breach of contracts by accord and satisfaction, impossibility of performance, or by lapse of time. Let's see the beginning one, that is a breach of contracts. It is concerned with the termination of the original contract due to the failure of performing obligations by either or all the parties, which disgraces each of them for the parties. It relates to avoid or the terminating original contracts completely, and these breaches of contract may be either anticipatory. According to the executory contract, a contract that helps to perform executing contracts to present to avoid the contractual discharge. In other case, we can say impossibility is nothing but the contract happens without any interference from both the parties of the parties. So here, the fact is that everything is acceptable at the place of pain. Certain unexpected events may happen, it may occur, which decreases the chance of playing out and performing of a particular contract. Discharge of contracts is nothing but lapse of time. It comes under Limitation Act 1963, and here the case is that agreement cannot be performed without permitting the particular period. It might influence the other parties to lead to an obligation or an abrogation of a whole documents, and then the particular point is treated as a contractual discharge or an agreement by a time lapse. Discharge of contract by an agreement will comes under waiver, alteration, rescission, and novation. Discharge of contract by performance also comes under both the parties refuse to perform obligations. It can be referred to as a discharge by performance. Discharge by breach also comes under an obligations when one party fails to perform their obligation as the terms of other, where the discharge of another party's obligations also will come under breach and actual. Anticipated breach also comes under the particular contractual obligations. So express reparations, one party explains the states and other party also comes under that. Implied repudiation also comes under that. One party takes actions that clearly demonstrate that intention not to perform even without any explicit statement. Actual breach also comes under this. When one party fails to perform their contractual obligations at the time specified in the contract, this could be involved. Failing to complete a particular agreement also comes under that. Not delivering the goods on time or the failing to make any kind of a particular promise. So finally I can say discharge of contracts refers to the contractual relationship coming to an end when the obligation and the duties have been fulfilled the parties of a contract. As mentioned earlier, there are various modes of a discharging of a particular contract, but the best way to do is by performing the promise within the stipulated time, stating that the contract and the other modes are quite unpleasant ways to release the parties from duties because it leads to damages. Thank you.